democracy and people exercising their power, and it's the power of the people, and that's what we'll see exercised today. I'm excited about it. I think we're going to have a great McCain win in Florida. I certainly hope so, because he'll make a great president.
You know, it was interesting yesterday on early voting, on the polling done with early voters. According to a couple of the survey organizations, it was neck and neck. McCain was ahead by 1 point among early voters as of yesterday.
Well, it's incredible. I think what happens is they factor in both the absentee ballots as well as those who actually go to the polling places that were open for early voting, and it's sort of a wash as it relates to the parties, and that's why today is so important. And I guess the most important message I would want to communicate today is everybody go vote. Make sure that if you have an early voter or voted absentee, get to the polls. There may be lines, but it's worth the wait. It's too important not to, and the future of our country is in the balance. So, exercise that precious right that so many, fought and died for.
Now, Governor, I know that you've been on the stump several times with John McCain. You were actually on the list of potential VPs, and I read, and I've talked to you since, it didn't remotely bother you that you weren't selected.
No, not at all. I mean, the mere fact of being considered is pretty flattering, I got to tell you. But the greatest honor I have, MJ, is to be the governor of this great state of Florida. I mean, it's a beautiful place. It's, in my humble opinion, the greatest state in America. And, the honor of being able to serve as the governor of the Sunshine State is something I'm enormously grateful for. It's a great place, and it's a great honor, and I'm grateful to the people of Florida.
As a McCain supporter, what do you feel are the top 2 or top 3 things that people need to consider when they place their vote for president today?
Well, number one, I think experience is incredibly important. I mean, these are trying times. I think everybody knows that, both, as it relates to, our involvement in Iraq and Afghanistan, overseas, and the economy here at home. And I think you want somebody who's got experience, somebody who understands what is happening in our country and has the leadership and the skill to navigate us through it. And taxes, huge issue. Senator McCain wants to lower our taxes, make sure that people are able to keep more of their hard-earned money, and that the families all across Florida and the country have the chance to invest their own money in a way that they think is important. For example, the education of their children. So, I think on issues that matter to people the most, pocketbook issues, Senator McCain's a proven leader. He's a great senator, and he'll be a great president.
All right, Governor Crist, great to have you on again, and have you voted yet?
No, I'm going to vote at about 10 o'clock, and couldn't be more excited.
And you are, I would imagine you're in St. Petersburg now.
That's home. That's where my polling place is, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Governor, thank you so much. I'm going to try to give you a call in the afternoon show today as well.
All right, my friend. Always a pleasure. Take care and have a great morning, and everybody get out and vote.
Thank you, Governor.
You bet.
All right, Governor Charlie Crist. You totally start the show. Why didn't you get over? I started to motion the unitard. Unitard saw that you were heading the why did you get over behind Fist and wave to me? Unitard's devastated. Hold on, we can call right back. Unitard, why do you want to talk to the governor?
Because he's a big member of our fraternity, Pi Kappa Alpha, so I just wanted to talk to him and kind of introduce myself, see if he could.
Call him back. Call right back. Hurry up. Fist, call right back. Hurry up. This won't be awkward. Call him right back. Just tell him I apologize that Unitard. I'm sure the governor wants to hear about our intern Unitard. Unitard wants to introduce himself. No, don't take that away from him. This is something pretty big for him. I don't even know his real name. What is his real name? Chris. Unitard.
I heard you're in my fraternity.
Get the governor back on quickly.
Did you guys?
We like beer. See if we can get him back on quickly. We're sorry. Unitard or intern wanted to introduce himself because he's a member of the
What is it again?
frat. What frat are you in, Unitard?
Pi Kappa Alpha.
It's going to voicemail now, MJ. It's going to what? It's like it rang like 5 times. Really? It's wrong.
Give the number. He's calling at his house.
Yeah, I do like your
busy guy?
tight shirt today.
Yeah, Governor. Busy guy. All right. It's going to voicemail?
Yeah,
all right.
Listen, we'll get you together with
You have lunch. Call the governor anytime. All right, I'll set up dinner with you.
What do you think is
Stop right now.
It's like a job in Tallahassee umpiring baseball games?
Let's go to phones. Hey, Unitard, why don't you answer phones here? Are you serious? I mean,
God.
why did you get by Fester and wave? I forgot. Unitard's too...
I'm a plug.
Unitard's too good to get phones. You Starbucks and say I voted. Okay, here she come. Now what is this, California maybe no dice? For Starbucks? State law bans in California giving people things to vote.
What?
Or stay away from the polls. That's California. All right, so Starbucks, apparently free cup of coffee if you have an I voted sticker, right? Right. Ben & Jerry's ice cream. Free scoops from 5 to 8 p.m. Where is there a Ben & Jerry's? I have no idea.
Yeah, right. There's one in Manioc in Pennsylvania.
It's one up in Vermont. You know what? Here's the deal. Democracy never tasted so sweet. Free scoops, 5 to 8 p.m. November 4th, 2008 today. Limit one per customer. A free scoop. Scoop? So here's what you do. You just go to your supermarket. You go to the ice cream section. And you just bring your own scoop right there. Just scoop it right out of the frozen food section at your local supermarket. Now, I'm sure you can go find a... Meredith can do that. You can go to their website. I'm sure there's a store locator on their website, Tim.
It's like, sending Meredith with the ski mask. We can send her out to do that.
Did you type in our zip code?
Don't have me do that, please.
There's a ton of them.
That's okay. I'm just asking.
There's a ton of Ben & Jerry's nearby.
Like in malls and stuff, Unitard?
Yeah, there's one at University Mall.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I want the chocolate brownie fudge.
I
This
want
is
the
awesome.
Krispy Kreme deal as well.
I heard that Krispy Kreme Donuts giving out glazed donuts on election day, which is today if you vote.
Free donuts at Krispy Kreme. Oh, chicken sandwiches for free at Chick-fil-A.
I'm going there for lunch.
Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches. With a mask.
Wow, so let me get straight here. Krispy Kreme, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A,
Ben & Jerry's.
you can get a free chicken sandwich if you have an I voted sticker. Wow. So those are the national chains.
What are the times on the chicken sandwiches?
Sunday from noon to 8. Wait a minute. Oh, they're closed on Sunday. What's something? Oh, good God. What am I talking about? Oh, God. What am I?
Stephen Hawking, you understand?
God love you. What am I talking about?
No, it's today. It's today at Chick-fil-A. Such good sandwiches. That's good stuff.
Oh, wow, you can buy a roll of I voted stickers at Staples.
Can you really?
Yes.
Can you really? Just get a whole bunch of homeless folks away from line here. Help them out. Oh, here we go. Before I go back to phones here. Heidi Klum and Seal are going to leave the USA if McCain wins.
No, Seal can go. You leave Heidi, Seal. I will steal her from Seal.
I will steal her, Seal. Yep. Heidi Klum and Seal said that they're joining the list of celebrities threatening to leave the U.S. if John McCain leaves today. So far, potential... What?
No.
They flip. What I say? John McCain lives today.
No.
So far, potential celeb expats include Susan Sarandon, Stephen Baldwin, and Michael Stipe. Tina Fey says that she's leaving Earth.
She can't do that.
Yeah,
That's his rocket ship.
Where are they leaving to? They're going to follow that map on Seal's face to nowhere?
Heidi Klum is my number one. She's moved up to my number one. She's surpassed everybody else. She's the hottest thing ever. Please don't leave.
I hear she has awful breath, though.
I will kick you in the throat. Never talk about my girl like
I
that.
hear it's like a Denny's dumpster.
That's what happened. Actually, the first time her and Seal kissed, that's what left the scars on his face, her breath.
Hugo Chavez. Did you hear this? Hugo Chavez, the socialist wacko, essential dictator here, essentially a dictator of Venezuela. Hugo Chavez says, listen to this. He predicted on Sunday that the black man will win the U.S. election. And he offered to hold talks with the black man to improve ties between the superpower and Venezuela, one of the biggest oil suppliers to the U.S.
I know that potentially calling our next president, the black man, would really motivate him to get to the negotiation table.
Hey, what do you think about this? The video of Obama, scratching his mouth, and he's talking about John McCain, and it's the middle finger?
It happens.
He does that a lot. He's done that before. And, I don't think it was intentional. I got to be honest. I'll take up on Barack Obama here.
What?
I don't think he was intentionally flipping off John McCain.
Now, if he would have stuck up his middle three fingers and said, hey, John, read between the lines.
Now, he was scratching his lip, and then he used his index finger first, and then he switched fingers, and then hey, go to Drudge. Drudge has it.
Maybe the nail on the middle finger was more effective for scratching.
That's exactly what it was, Frog.
else before we go to phones? Oh, Election Day alcohol sales bans. 7 states prohibit the sale of alcohol on state and national election days. Why?
Yeah.
The restriction is a relic of the Prohibition era, when saloons sometimes served as polling stations. The only states that will still cling to statewide election day sales bans of alcohol in restaurants, bars, and package stores are Kentucky, Indiana, and South Carolina. Also, Utah, West Virginia still ban the sale of alcohol at package stores on election day. Alaska and Massachusetts also ban election day alcohol sales, except that local governments are authorized to provide an exemption. And that's all right. Yeah, if you want to get drunk and vote, come on, have at it. All right, 2 other things quickly here. This is out of New Bern, North Carolina. An anti-Barack Obama sticker on a coffin at a Craven County polling place has led to the removal of the coffin and led a national nonprofit rights organization to consider legal action. Earlier this week, Bill Harper, a former Craven County commissioner, placed a black coffin near the entrance of number 7 Township Fire and Rescue at the voting site. The coffin had a Joe the Plumber label on it, and later on he put on a No Obama sticker on the coffin. Was this like a Halloween coffin that ended up in front of the fire station? Was that it?
Had to have been. Or it was a real coffin with a real dead body.
That's probably not too good.
One of the two.
Alright. And then finally I have one other thing here. Obama fan says a McCain supporter tried to run her down. See, we go both ways. We're equal opportunity here. The presidential election, not the only heated situation between the candidates, John McCain and Barack Obama. This is according to the Bradenton Herald. A Holmes Beach business owner reported an election-related road rage incident yesterday morning. Deborah Banker owns Nikki's Island Treasures and said at about 10 a.m. today she was waving an Obama campaign sign in front of her store when she saw a blue van coming toward her. The driver looked right at me and gave me the thumbs down. Barker said she kept thinking the man would drive on past, but instead he steered the vehicle right at her. I had that moment where I said to myself, this guy is going to hit me. He missed her by 4 inches after she jumped out of the way. She looked back at the van to see a McCain sticker on the back of the van. And then he turned around and carved an MC in her cheek. Come on, I don't know.
Haven't you ever done that to somebody? You just pretend you're going to hit him and you just swear around?
No. What? He isn't like us, Frank. She says I'm all nerves right now. Barker said a couple of hours after the alleged incident, we have been yelled at and people flipping us the bird. And I don't think anyone would ever try taking me out with their car, though. The police, Lieutenant Dale Stevenson in Holmes Beach, said that Barker filed a complaint on the driver. The police are investigating. Case of possible aggravated assault. I mean, did they search for license plate then? Search for the van, which Barker said it had an Illinois license tag. Unsuccessful. And officers searched area hotels and resorts and condominiums for the van, but didn't find it. Barker did provide the police with a license tag, but she said that another witness gave her the tag. Other witnesses did not leave a name to be interviewed, so I guess they're going to follow up. That's her claim, so we'll see. Let's go to phones. Thanks for hanging, folks. Just general questions, comments, statements. Have you voted already? How's it going? Let's grab some calls. Hi, it's MJ. Who's this?
Hey, Bobby O.
Hey, Bobby O, you're on.
Oh, listen, a couple of things. The polls have McCain down by 6 points nationally. Now, if you factor in, California's got him Obama up by 25. Massachusetts got him up by 25. New York's got him up by 25. He's already got a 75-point lead just starting off. So, of course, McCain's going to be down in the polls. The other ones are very close. The battleground states, he's only down by 1 point in Virginia.
Yeah, there's some serious tightening in Virginia. In North Carolina, there's tightening. Florida is neck and neck. Maybe McCain up a little bit now. Ohio, Indiana. I mean, Pennsylvania has been tightening. So, I mean, there is some considerable tightening. You know what really smacked McCain for a loop was the economic crisis, which, really has just had a certain poisoning effect just because he's on the Republican ticket.
Well, absolutely. The economy's definitely got something to do with it. But these polls, it shows, McCain taking the lead in these battleground states. So, whether the Bradley effect takes effect in this country, who knows? But, the other thing is that for Amendment 2, they're talking about between a man and a woman on the Florida.
Sure, Amendment 2 effectively voting yes effectively bans gay marriage.
Exactly.
Is Amendment 2.
In other words, if you vote no, then two men can be married, and I mean that's crazy.
All right, dude. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Well, I just wanted to say one last thing.
Yep.
I mean, if a man pops a hello.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know what I'm holding here about a man popping something.
A man pops
Hold on a minute. Hold on. What?
Yes, I'll vote for it. Okay.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for the call. Hi, it's MJ. Good morning.
Yeah, hey, I just want to say, as a small business owner, I'm a large McCain supporter, voted McCain this morning, bright and early, but, it's the heart of America is small business, and that entrepreneurial spirit, that's what built America. And, Obama gets in office, it's going to crush that, and it's just going to further slip the economy into this deficit. And then I also have a hard time associating with anybody that, or voting for anybody that, like Obama, that associates himself with someone that stands in our American flag. And having family and friends in the military and that have died for the flag, I just think it's just a horrible thing, and how anybody can want to even be, like I said, associate themselves with that is...
Right, you're talking about Bill Ayers, the terrorist with the Weather Underground. When he was promoting his new book, there's a picture of him standing on the American flag.
Yeah.
In an alley in Chicago, I believe.
And, seeing the greatest generation of our time, World War II veterans, fortunately they're dying off, slowly but surely here. And, knowing that what they did and for our freedom, and still our military doing for our freedom. And anybody that stands on the American flag and just disgraces it like that doesn't belong in America.
Thanks for the call, buddy. I appreciate it. Hi, it's MJ. By the way, taking random calls here, so I could have, two Barack calls in a row here. Random calls. Hi, it's MJ. Good morning.
Hi, MJ. How you doing?
Doing well.
I have kind of a dilemma in that I like McCain and I don't trust Obama because I never heard of him before this presidential election.
Well, one thing's a fact here, sir. I mean, if Obama's elected, or even the fact that he's running, he is the least vetted, least known about. He's the biggest mystery of a presidential candidate that this country has ever
Right.
had. No one really knows about him.
And I do believe that he's, partially socialist, but my dilemma is that I know Palin's record in Alaska against wildlife, and I'm not trying to sound like a tree hugger, but she supports aerial hunting, which is downright brutal. I mean, I recommend you go.
Well, a lot of the aerial hunting, and I know the story here. I've seen the commercials that have been running for a couple of months on aerial hunting, and that's federally approved and licensed and even mandated to help control population, taking out wolves to protect the population of other animals, sir. So I am fully aware.
Right now, though, MJ, that people hunt predators just for the kill, and then they don't do anything with them. I believe in hunting, but you got to do something with the body.
I don't even believe in I don't hunt. I mean, I'm a gun enthusiast for sport and for personal protection. I was at the range over the weekend, doing a little time at the range, but, I'm not a hunter, for instance. I'll eat a cow, I just don't want to kill a cow. I'll eat venison, I just don't want to shoot the deer. I've never killed an animal, I don't want to do it. I'll eat it, I just don't want to kill him. Thanks for the call, man, I appreciate it. Hi, it's MJ, good morning.
Hey, MJ, this is my first time I've been eligible to vote, so I was just wondering if this sounds correct. My friend just voted, and she asked me if it was on, but they only asked for her ID, and then checked her name off some list, and then she voted and handed it over to someone. So is that normal? How do they know which vote was hers, or is that how voting at the polls works?
Oh, wait a sec. She went to the polling place and they asked for a photo ID with a signature, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's normally your ballot, so what's the issue?
Okay, because I was just wondering, because when I filled out my absentee ballot, I had all my information was there. So I was wondering...
No, when you go to the poll, you're already on the list. You're on the list, and all they need is your photo ID, your signature, and they'll match that up with the information on their booklet, their voter registration roll, and that's fine. If you have an ID, it's like, go to the airport, they match your photo ID with the name on your ticket.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, all right, your vote's anonymous. Your name isn't on your ballot. Am I missing something there? Hi, it's MJ.